The Manuscript of Survival, Part 368. November 9, 2013. The quickening has begun in earnest, and as of today, many of you will feel as if you are being hurled forward at an ever-increasing rate. As usual, this change in tempo may bring with it its challenges, and it can be more than difficult to keep the focus as everything around you seems to become more and more blurred. And there is a good reason for this blurring, as it will indeed signal a shift in perception for many of you. For what once was in focus, will seem to become out of focus, and another layer, seemingly suspended between you, the observer, and what you so far have perceived as reality, will begin to emerge. And with it, so much of the old will fall away and lose the power it once had over you, and other, more insubstantial ones will step in to take its place. For now, what has been will no longer be what will be, for what will be the new, the emergence of so much that hitherto has been hidden from view. But now, so many of you will start to see what has not been seen, and you will be able to take in a far larger proportion of what is than earlier. For you will start to see beyond the realms you have seen as the one and only, and you will see as if round the corner and behind closed doors. For now, those doors are no longer closed, and you will be allowed to enter at will, when you yourself feel ready for it. For remember, your eyes will fall upon many a thing that will be perceived as foreign. Indeed, it can be categorized as frightening if you go by the old imprints you have been served by other, less benign visitors. And as such, what has long been recorded as alien in all the negative connotations of the word, will soon turn out to be more familiar than you could ever dream of. For remember, we are you, and you are us, and even if we come in all shapes and sizes and then some, remember that what you see cannot be labeled as negative in any way, even if parts of your brain may cry out in alarm at encountering something that will feel almost too foreign to even define. But again we say, fear not, for you will not be taken too far out of your comfort zone, and as always, you will all be closely guided, and things will be set up according to your personal level. For this is, as in all things, something that will come about when the time is right for you, and indeed, we are willing to wait a little bit longer if necessary for all those who still feel a little bit uncertain about peeking behind the veil. For what you will see, will certainly make more than your head spin, as then, you will have to reevaluate so much of what you, up until now, have taken for granted. For when the curtain falls, so much will fall away with it, things that have been a cornerstone for many a young soul ensconced within a human body, and as such, this will go off according to personal abilities to withstand the pressure that this will entail. So again know that all is well, and there is no reason to compare your journey to that of your neighbor in this, for this is not a competition in any way. Take this simply as a warning to be prepared for some rather unusual encounters in the time ahead, and know that if you feel you are failing if nothing unusual happens to you, know that this is not the case. You are simply being taken along a route that will help you to manage to go all the way, at a pace that suits you perfectly in every way. And again we remind you not to expect anything alien-looking turning up in the 9 o'clock news. For we refer not to any kind of mass sightings akin to those described with aplomb in all of those blockbuster movies, depicting masses of people running screaming to the hills. No, what we refer to are encounters of a very different kind, encounters that will take place in the realms of your private sphere, and we do mean that very literally. For what you will see within the confines of your perception, and even if this takes place while others are in the same physical space as you, they will not be able to detect the same things. For this is simply about becoming adjusted to see between the layers, as you will start to see what has been hidden in front of your eyes for all times. For you will start to see what is hidden in the dimensional fields that literally occupy the same space as you, but on a different layer, or membrane if you will. And as humans up until now have been confined to only detect the one, gossamer thin layer of creation that they occupy, they have been totally unawares that they are in fact literally swimming in a soup of other realities that are intertwined with yours in an extremely complex, but at the same time exceedingly simple way. It can be likened to the strings of the guitar, vibrating side by side, but never touching. So too it is with this, as you have up until now only been able to perceive one single string. But now, you will one by one be invited to play other strings, and through that, you will be able to take in even more of the heavenly music that up until now has been one-dimensional. You have so much to look forward, dear ones, and so even if some of you still have some time to wait before this orchestra will become apparent to you, we think you will all say it was worth the wait as soon as you lay your eyes upon the very first sign of these parallel worlds, or strings if you will. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com